This is the worst movie ever scored before it was released. It is also the movie with the highest score in this summer's fall. Before the release, all kinds of eye-catching stills are dizzying. The heroine is too old and the heroine is too early. Corrosion to plastic, almost the whole network is complaining. After his release, the high score of 8.9 is a gorgeous counterattack. What surprises me the most is not the plot of the movie, but the protagonist of the movie. Margot Robbie without him. No Barbie movie. Why do you say that? After watching this movie, don't hate men or women because of it. I went to see it with my partner. I think this movie is subtle and gives people a kind of American thinking. You see, it is promoting independence. In fact, it is very similar to American politically correct thinking. Many people think that Barbie is a great movie. Well, I feel encouraged by the spirit of Barbie, but I think if Barbie wants to encourage women's independence and promote women in the new era, it should really tell the audience to work hard and equality, so that the audience can get the actual spiritual cleansing, not that the sentence can is me. Focus on yourself. You have done enough and you are the best. In other words, I advise you to lie flat. But it is undeniable that this movie is very good. It is good not to consider these factors. But you must watch it with your brain and don't be affected by the values in it. All this is inseparable from his inspirational and rough life. Robbie was born in Australia, had a happy family. But when he was 5 years old, Dad is the richest farmer in the area, left his wife and children. Happy life everywhere. Robbie knew that wealth and freedom is his best destination. So when he was 6 years old, he entered the circus. At the age of 14, he worked 3 jobs by himself. Get clean selling surfboards, pack sandwiches in Subway. He worked hard to make money, not just to feed yourself, to realize his dream, become a Hollywood star. But the road to acting was not smooth for him. Although from the age of 15, he is playing soy sauce in various local soap operas. But after struggling for 3 or 4 years, his role is still the sweet blonde. Never had a new change. Soap opera is his comfort zone for him. But his ambition is not only. Robbie decided to go to Hollywood. He left Australia while playing soy sauce in various dramas, while spending 2 years. Just like his accent. Make yourself sound American. Finally in 2012, he received a play that changed his life. Wolf of Wall Street. Different from other actors, Robbie at audition with Plum. There was an improvisation at the end. In the play, Little Plum flirts with him, and Robbie ignored. Backhand gave Shirley a slap. Shirley was fooled by the director and also stupid. Robbie thought he was done. Unexpectedly, after 8 seconds, I heard a burst of cheers. Well played. It's just you. It's his improvisation. Let him take the role. Send yourself into Hollywood. Do you think it's going to be smooth sailing for him? It wasn't Valkyrie who introduced him to everyone, but did not let people remember him. When people see his other movies, only remember, isn't this the blonde bull who plays naked on Wall Street? When Robbie saw this comment, I feel bad. He inspires that he can no longer be a voice actor. Since then he gained weight and tanned himself for the role. Played as a country farmer and even as a powder-faced queen. Although these movies do not have too much power, but it also allowed Robbie to hone his acting skills. Can play different roles. Just act like this until 2016. He finally got a role that turned his life upside down. You only saw the madness of Harley Quinn. But Robbie behind the movie is crazier. In order to cover the mid-air role, he went to gymnastics. Handstand hanging at your fingertips. In order to present the devil figure of Harley Quinn, she does 200 sit-ups every day. Lots of good work and crazy sauce. There is also a water play in the store. Robbie insisted on training hard for half a month without using a stand-in. I finally practiced the skill of holding my breath underwater for 5 minutes. In the interview, he proudly said that even he admired himself. The role of Harley Quinn. Many viewers became angry with him. And behind this is Robbie's 10 years of hard work. And if Harley Quinn made the audience remember him, then I Am Queen. It was the highlight moment of his acting career. The Huohuo contestant he played was brutally contested for life. Can only rely on underground boxing matches to support the family. But a smile is enough. Pain of fate. It is precisely because of this role. He was nominated for an Oscar for the first time in his life. Although no award. But it's also one step closer to his dream. Robbie has been on and off since then. But his ambition is no longer as simple as acting. He wants to do something for women. So before the age of 30, he founded his own film company. But this company doesn't revolve around him alone. From the very beginning, we wanted to make women's stories. Like the Golden Globe nominee, Promising Girl, and The Maid of the Lord of Princesses. Both from Robbie's company. Robbie hasn't stopped all these years. He is a director as a producer. And recently released Barbie. It was his team that forcibly cut the IP back. 1 month support. Robbie is also one of the producers of Barbie. I believe after watching Barbie, you can also feel Robbie's moving performance in it. Like a movie poster, Barbie can do anything Margot Robbie go. In the summer of last year, Barbie was popular all over the internet before it was released. He set off a global fan storm this summer. Became the best word-of-mouth phenomenon level film. What is the reason for such a shocking reversal? There is absolutely no brain behind it. Credit to director Greta Gerwig. Fans familiar with the director must have been full of confidence in Barbie. Although Greta independently directed only 2 films, but both won the female audience. Excellent word of mouth in the group. Nowadays, few directing budgets over $100 million. One of the women of live-action film. Perhaps in the concept of many people, the tone of a women's film must be gentle and slow. But Greta Gerwig's movie isn't. Compared to purely narrative female stories, she is better at playing a strict mother, thrown into the harsh and cruel reality. Let the audience grow with the characters. It can be said that it is a proper cruel life experience school. He'll make Barbie think about death. And in Weirdo Barbie, on such a ravaged character, add more atmosphere. On the way to learn about the history of Barbie dolls, what he pays most attention to is the founder of Barbie, Ruth Handler's story. Although the current Barbie doll, with 2 breasts and graceful lines, but Barbie's mother fought breast cancer, underwent 2 mastectomies. So Greta thinks, Barbie, Ruth and all the girls, all trapped in a fragile and debilitating human body. This is how the seemingly imperfect crazy Barbie was born. And that Birkin shoe that represents the real world. If you also watched Little Women directed by him, then you will notice. Different from traditional girls grow up and die first. Greta chooses a start. Put the imperfect future of 4 girls. Put it coldly at the beginning. Ruthlessly fucked teen girl. Romantic fantasy about the future. The famous work Miss Bolt has repeatedly emphasized. The distress of the heroine Christine's family. Let the audience realize that in a cruel environment, the heroine's future dreams, how out of reach. However, for female audiences, exactly one needle is painful, but potent stimulant. How Greta is handled narratively. Just enough for a female audience. The desire to revise the parenting style of childhood mothers. In addition to the difference in narrative, what makes Greta Gerwig's films even more special is that, although the theme is female perspective and female growth, but he will not simply put men in the team. For example, the heroine Joe in Little Lady. Precisely because he used neither marriage nor love as a weapon when he was